action.
Hi, my name is Hellen A and this is Roy, and I'd like to walk you through some of the massage strokes. I just got him settled down. So start with a nice open. You need to obviously be focused, working with the animal. That's the most important thing. After you've done that, you can obviously start with some effleurage. Effleurage is the entire hand on the body. Works well down the sides, on the back, and straight down right off the paws. Another technique very common is curved palm compression. And if you note my hand is curved, then it's following the contours of the body, which is always very important in massage. So I'm just going to do this down the front limb and back up the front limb. And hi Apple, that's Apple. And back up the limb again, always keeping contact with the dog. Another way you can do it is just palm compression as well. So this would be palm compression, and then this is curved palm compression. Kneading is a very common technique as well. So watch how I'm kneading his pectoral muscles. It's kind of going in deep. You're going in deep and sort of pulling up. You can actually get to the deeper muscle layers with this technique. It looks very nice. At the same time, I'll show you some scooping. It might be a little hard to see, but it's a similar technique, but if you could see my hand, it's just scooping a little around as well. Okay. Another technique is circles. So circles, you can do them in a number of ways. And with a variety of pressure. You can start large and light, going into medium pressure, medium-sized circles, going into smaller circles. As you can see, my fingers are more focused right now on one spot. Another technique, we'll go up to Roy's head now, would be stripping. So you notice I have one finger. You notice that yawn? Roy just loves that. You can do stripping with your thumb, with a finger. You can also do stripping, for example, down the spine with one finger and a thumb. You notice on either side of Roy's spine. Again, you're never going to press on the spine directly. Stripping also works really well with the limbs, forelimbs, hind limbs. You can strip all the grooves here between the tendons, all the way right down to the foot. It just works beautifully on the limbs as well. Okay, back up to Roy's head now. Tapping. Tapping you can do with a variety of rhythms. You maybe did some circles here by the occipital ridge. Tapping just stimulates activity here. Whoops, Roy. Okay, now let's move to the rib area, and where you'll also find the intercostals. Why don't we try some raking? Apple? Hi, Apple. Apple's a good girl too. Apple likes her massage, but Apple already had her video moment. So you can do it simultaneously on both sides, crossed like this, or one side only. Another technique is direct pressure. So an example of direct pressure would be on, let's say, take the spine area, between the withers, down to the sacrum, on either side of the spine. You notice my fingers? They move an inch, and down again. Another, good boy Roy, he just yawned. Another area where you would use direct pressure, for example, if you found a spot of tension, a knot, here's one area where you often would find that. You obviously slowly work into the area. I'm actually kneading right now, but when you actually loosen up that area, you would slowly apply direct pressure, and always use the same pressure into that you use going out of the movement as well. Okay, so okay, cross fiber friction. almost similar to circles. There's a few different friction techniques, but what that really does is just loosens up the muscle fibers. Also is good for breaking up scar tissue. So for example, if a dog has scar tissue on the paws, let's say right here, I mean, they obviously would enjoy circles, but also doing this would actually help break down scar tissue. And breaking down, see, Roy likes it, breaking down scar tissue gives the muscle more movement. Now, another technique is shaking, going into vibrational. So you're actually shaking. Could be actually quite a stimulating massage stroke, as you can see. So you could use these strokes in a variety of ways. Okay, so that would be shaking or a vibrational technique. Another one is sun moon effleurage. So let's go to Roy. I'll demonstrate it here because it's a big area. So one hand completes a full circle, the other hand completes a half circle. So almost like a full circle followed by a half circle. Full circle followed by a half circle. Okay, now this works nicely in the pectoral areas here as well. Okay, skin rolling. Here's something that actually works beautifully too, especially if the dog feels dehydrated. Beneath the layers, you can tell by lifting up the skin and it doesn't bounce back. There's not a lot of elasticity, for example. That's not Roy's case. But skin rolling feels so nice. And you can use that in a variety of places as well. And let me show you jostling actually while we are by Roy's neck. So right now I'm just kind of kneading using a variety of just techniques that I like. But this would be jostling, lifting up the excess skin, jostle, lift up, jostle. Jostling works nice here, depending on the dog. Roy obviously has a lot of fur here. If you had a dog like a boxer that's tighter skin, tighter muscled, you might consider another technique. Okay, so always remember to aim for continuity and flow in your massage. Keep one hand on the dog's body at all times and always think of your transition steps. There's always something that leads from this to this. And it's not all by the book. It's by your, how you feel, right? Think how you would like to be massaged and try to translate some of that to the dog. Okay? Thank you. Ask how Roy liked it. Roy, how does that? How does that, Roy? Roy always likes to demo. Roy always likes his massage. And so does Apple. Good girl. Hi, Apple. Your turn.
Is it your turn next?